Alright, let's wrap up the first hour with another tag team match. The Lightning Fast Tony Dangerous joining forces again with the Hurricane, set to face Wilcox and Hollywood, tag team champions extraordinaire, in a non-title matchup.
The following tag team contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 405 pounds, the Lightning Fast Tony Dangerous and the Hurricane.
Oh, huzzah! The Danger Mobile is back. And tonight, behind the wheel, it's the Hurricane, partnering up once again with the Lightning Fast Tony Dangerous against Rage Tag Champs Wilcox and Hollywood. Even if it is a non-title matchup, a win from Tony and the Hurricane would be a huge deal for them.
It most certainly would. It would give them an opportunity for a title shot, and it would cement the team of the Lightning Fast Tony Dangerous and the Hurricane in the minds of the fans. And hell, they're pretty popular right now.
Their opponents accompanied by the Fairfield Fox Faye Crawford at a combined weight of 430 pounds. They are WL Rage Tag Team Champions, Oliver Hollywood and Tommy Wilcox. Tommy and Hollywood not taking the team of Tony and Hurricane lightly at all. Faye Crawford says they realize how high the stakes would be if they dropped this match, and she's guaranteed me they won't. How much or how hard you believe with the Fairfield Fox is all up to you.
Let's put it this way, GB, I got no reason to disbelieve her. Alright, well, as the gang chooses up sides here, gonna be the Lightning Fast one, going up against Oliver Hollywood, the seasoned veteran. And here we go, Willie Johnson rings the bell. They come center ring, a chop, another chop, a third chop, and a kick from Tony Dangerous. Down goes Tony, Oliver Hollywood, excuse me. Whoa, misses with the running punch. Tony Dangerous rebounds off the ropes. Oh man, a kick right to the top of Oliver Hollywood's head. Hollywood back up on his feet, Tony up on the top turnbuckle. Ollie decks him one. But Tony still manages to pull off the Hurricane Rana pin. Look at this one. But only just the one. Oliver Hollywood finds his way out of that one. A kick to the back from the Lightning Fast one. A kick to the head from Oliver Hollywood. Misses with the chop. Delivers a kick to the midsection instead. Tony rolling out of the way of danger there, and a running kick that takes down Oliver Hollywood. Here comes the Hurricane. All right, Oliver Hollywood stands center ring waiting for him. The Hurricane opens up with a chop. Oliver Hollywood counters, and a beautiful kick takes the Hurricane down to the mat. And here comes the Cocoa Beach Wonderkin, Tommy Wilcox. Tommy locks up the Hurricane. Has it. Whoa, spinning neckbreaker. Wow. Beautiful. Off the top rope moonsault, beautifully executed by Tommy Wilcox. Wilcox steps out. Here comes Hollywood. The team working most efficiently right out of the gate here. Oliver rounds up the Hurricane. Standing drop kick takes him right back down again. Ollie rounds him up one more time. The Hurricane catches a kick to the head from Oliver Hollywood. Ollie rounds him up again. Takes him right back down. Nice classic wrestling takedown right there. Oliver Hollywood tagging in Tommy Wilcox. Man, these guys are definitely working the unit. Stomp to the shoulder. Oliver Hollywood countered by the Hurricane. Back up on his feet. Locks up. Tommy Wilcox sets him up for a neck breaker and nails it. Here comes the Lightning Fast Tony Dangerous again. Wilcox back up on his feet. Catches a kick to the head from Tony Dangerous. Tony locks in a submission. Very close to the ropes, but looks like Wilcox is going to fight his way free. He sure as hell does. Tony holding his head. Wilcox countered by the Lightning Fast one. Wilcox counters with an elbow. Tony, hard right hand to Tommy Wilcox, and a reverse Hurricane Rana drops Wilcox right on the top of his crown. Tony Dangerous with a beautiful drop kick. A running kick that don't find the mark. A kick to the midsection that does. The lightning fast one. Rounds up the Cocoa Beach Wonderkind. Winds him up. Sets him up. And boom, dangerous measures. Oh, here we go. Tony Dangerous rebounds off the top rope. Beautiful moonsault right to the back of Tommy Wilcox. Up kick to the midsection. Tony taking control of the match here. Turns himself around on the middle rope and another. Oh, well, the moonsault did not quite find the mark. So, if at first you don't succeed, he tried another one and got it. Only this one wasn't off the middle rope. Tony Dangerous slams the head of Tommy Wilcox face first into the canvas, and here comes the Hurricane again. Well, both teams seem to be working very efficiently as teams. Oh, here we go. Dragon screw from Tommy Wilcox. Wilcox rounds up the Hurricane, escorting him towards his team's corner, and he is busted up. Wow, Tommy Wilcox bleeding profusely. The Hurricane counters and escapes the corner, rebounds off the ropes, a beautiful dropkick. Takes Wilcox down. Wilcox gets a hold of the leg, counters with a dragon screw, steps out, and here comes Oliver Hollywood. The Hurricane standing center ring, catches a right, catches another, catches a third, counters the fourth. The Hurricane locks up, catches a kick to the midsection from Oliver Hollywood. Look at this, winds him up. Whoa, what a suplex from Ollie. Hollywood catches a kick to the head from the Hurricane. Look at this, whoa. Oh, that was beautiful. Oliver Hollywood, a seasoned veteran, formerly a tag team champion with American Supreme Matt Clark, and he has not lost his touch. He's only gotten better with age. Tony Dangerous countered by Oliver Hollywood into an inverted DDT. Ollie makes his way to the top turnbuckle. Tony Dangerous catches a bit of a double axe handle. It's enough to take him down. Oliver Hollywood rebounds off the ropes and a beautiful rebound elbow to the chest of Tony Dangerous. Tony rounded up by Ollie. Oliver Hollywood escorting him to his team's corner. Head first into the turnbuckle goes Tony Dangerous. Oliver Hollywood winds him up, slams him. Oh, man. Did you see that? That was vicious. Oliver Hollywood definitely not fooling around. Wilcox and Hollywood do not want to lose this match. Tony Dangerous being taken back to the same corner again. Slammed head first into the turnbuckle. A chop across the chest from Oliver Hollywood. Tony Dangerous counters and escapes the corner. Delivers the chop of his own. Locks up Oliver Hollywood. And sets him up for dangerous measures a second time. Boom! There it is, and he nailed it. Oliver Hollywood caught all of that. Slowly back to his feet. Here comes the Hurricane. The Hurricane locks up with Oliver Hollywood. Oliver Hollywood takes him down with a classic wrestling takedown. A stomp to the head of the Hurricane. A knee to the head of the Hurricane. A knee to the back of the Hurricane that didn't connect. The Hurricane locks up Oliver Hollywood, winds up the arm. Look at this. Oliver Hollywood unwinds it and turns it into an arm drag. Nicely done. Hollywood takes the Hurricane down to his knees, winds up the arm, and snaps it. Oh, man. Oliver Hollywood definitely not playing nice here. He's setting it up. Here he comes. Big time kick to the side of the head of the Hurricane. And slammed down onto the same head. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Tony Dangerous saving it for his team, but there's a rope break too. Either way, the Hurricane was safe. Tony Dangerous locking it up with Tommy Wilcox. Oliver Hollywood counters. Oh, look at this. The Hurricane misses with the drop kick. Tony Dangerous finally out of the ring. Here comes Tommy Wilcox on the tag. Here's a kick to the Hurricane, a second kick to the Hurricane, a third, a chop. Whoa, Hurricane rolling out of the way. Winds up Wilcox. Has him up. Look at this, Tommy Wilcox slipping through the back door. Turns it into a Hurricane Rana on the Hurricane. And here comes Oliver Hollywood again. Hollywood moves in on the Hurricane. Gathers him up, hard shot, spins him around. Look at this. Into a beautiful armbar. He just rolled right into that. Tony Dangerous saving the match for his team. The Hurricane being dragged towards center ring by Oliver Hollywood. Ollie Covers, hooks the leg. 1. Only a 1. Tony Dangerous breaking up the party again. A clothesline from the Hurricane to the back of Oliver Hollywood. A leg drop to the shoulder of Oliver Hollywood. The Hurricane steps out. In comes Tony Dangerous on the tag. Oliver Hollywood waiting for him center ring. Tony gets him up over the shoulders. And boom! Beautiful driver from Tony. Tony steps out and in comes the Hurricane again. These guys playing games here. Oliver Hollywood laid out center ring. The Hurricane drives a knee into the arm of Oliver Hollywood. Ollie rounded back up to his feet by the Hurricane. Kick to the midsection and a facebuster. Hurricane goes for the cover. 1. Only a 1. Wow, okay. The Hurricane goes back to work, delivers a leg drop on Oliver Hollywood. Tags in Tony Dangerous. Oliver Hollywood laid out in the wrong side of town. Tony off the rope, beautiful spinnings. Oh, that was beautiful, man. Tony getting ready to go air a second time, and boom! Oh, that was beautiful. What a splash. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Man, these guys ain't playing. What a tag team match we've got here. And we're just about halfway through, still no sign of a winner. Oliver Hollywood counters Tony Dangerous, slams his head down on the canvas. Ollie with a wicked kick to Tony Dangerous, a standing drop kick to finish the job and take him down. Tony back up on his feet, but here comes Tommy Wilcox. Wilcox locks up with Tony. Tony whips him to the far corner. Tony Dangerous whips him to the opposing corner. A drop kick slams him back into the corner, and he rolls out. Wow. The Hurricane tagged in. Tommy Wilcox getting back to his feet. The Hurricane's right there. Rebounds off the middle rope. Fails to connect with the drop kick. Tommy Wilcox stopped him cold. Hard forearm takes the Hurricane down. He rounds him back up again. Tommy Wilcox with the Hurricane up over the shoulders. Oh, man, double knees into the midsection of the Hurricane. And here comes Oliver Hollywood again. Faye Crawford just taking in the show and absolutely loving what she's seeing. The Race Tag Team Champions definitely on a roll here against Tony Dangerous and the Hurricane. Ollie with wrist clutch stomps to the chest. The Hurricane puts a stop to the kick, turns it into a dragon screw, gets back up on his feet, and now it's Oliver Hollywood. Quickly back up on his feet, evading the leg drop. Delivers a kick to the Hurricane. Delivers another right, a chop across the chest. Hurricane stuck up in the corner. A kick to the calf against it, draped over the middle rope. Oliver Hollywood moves in again. Takes him right back down. Oliver Hollywood working real efficiently tonight. Here comes Tommy Wilcox again. And to his credit, he's been doing pretty good too. Rolls the Hurricane over. Low drop kick to the back of the Hurricane. And look at this. Here comes Oliver Hollywood again. Tommy Wilcox tags out. Hollywood takes himself all the way up to the top turnbuckle. Gets ready to go air on the Hurricane. The Hurricane slowly getting back up to his feet. Tony Dangerous spoils the party again. Shoving Oliver Hollywood off the top turnbuckle. The Hurricane still stunned, but counters with a kick to the midsection of Oliver Hollywood. Ollie rounded up to his feet. The Hurricane with a super kick right to the shelf of the jaw. Here comes Tony Dangerous. Hollywood quickly back up on his feet. Misses with the chop. Tony Dangerous rolling out of the way real quick. DDT to Oliver Hollywood. The lightning fast one. Rebounds off the ropes. Another wicked strength kick to the head. Oliver Hollywood has been busted open too. Tony Dangerous nails him with a moonsault as well. Woohoo! The lightning fast one. Absolutely on fire here. Here we go up off the top turnbuckle. And whoa! What a splash. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Only just a 2. Oliver Hollywood still in the game, refusing to give up the ship. Tony Dangerous looks like, wait a minute, what's he going to do here? Rebounds off the ropes. Fails to connect with the basement dropkick. Oliver Hollywood steps out of the way. Here comes Tommy Wilcox. And this match more than halfway over and still no sign of a winner. DDT from the lightning fast one. Wilcox back up on his feet. Whips Tony Dangerous out onto the apron. Oliver Hollywood back up from behind and takes down Tony Dangerous to the outside. Tommy Wilcox acting like he don't know what's going on. playing dumb. Off the top rope and there goes your tailbone, sir. Oh, man. Tony Dangerous with a kick to the back of Tommy Wilcox. He crashed and burned on that high-risk maneuver. Delivers a kick to the head of Tony Dangerous. Tony quickly turning around, drives Tommy Wilcox into the ring steps. Wilcox back up on his feet. Whoa! That was freaking beautiful. Tommy Wilcox doing a little bit of showing off and showing out right here. Tony Dangerous shoved towards the barricades. Wilcox, basement DDT, slams Tony Dangerous' head in the floor. Wilcox rounds him up again. Tries to drive him into the ring steps, but Tony putting on the brakes. Tommy Wilcox, busted up and bleeding, takes himself back inside the ring. Comes back out, restarts the count. Nails Tony Dangerous with a right. And whoa, what a tilt-a-whirl of Kenrana right there. Huh, okay. Tony Dangerous locks up Wilcox. Pitches him towards the barricades. Makes his way back inside the ring. Whoa, a little bit of athleticism, a little bit of showing off from Tony Dangerous. Wilcox back in the ring. Whip to the opposing team's corner. Tony Dangerous pitches him out. Wilcox hanging on by the middle rope, but Tony Dangerous with a rebound drop kick that took Wilcox to the outside. Once again, Willie Johnson counting Tommy Wilcox. Tony rolls out, starts the count again. The Hurricane getting involved. Up over the shoulders of Tommy Wilcox, catches double knees to the midsection. Tony Dangerous goes behind on Wilcox. Wilcox counters, goes back to work on the Hurricane. Are you kidding me? Slam face first into the floor by Tony Dangerous. Tommy Wilcox locked up again, brought back inside the ring. The Hurricane is laid out. Tony Dangerous up too late. Oliver Hollywood just made the tag. Things are about to get colorful. Kick to the midsection. Oliver Hollywood counters with shots to the midsection of Tony Dangerous. Tony counters with an elbow. Hollywood catches a snapmare. Tony just, whoa, did you see that? That was wild. These guys just amazing in this tag team matchup. Tony Dangerous with a kick to the leg of Oliver Hollywood. Takes himself all the way up to the top. Here we go. Another beautiful spinning senton from Tony Dangerous. And here's a cover. 1, 2. Shut up, Oliver Hollywood. With that never say die mentality of his. Tony off the top rope misses with that one. Tony Dangerous quickly countered by Oliver Hollywood. Finds himself laid out center ring. Catches an arm snap. Oliver Hollywood steps out, turns it over to Tommy Wilcox. Tony Dangerous crawling to his team's corner, makes the tag. Here comes the Hurricane. Tommy Wilcox catches a chop. The Hurricane off the middle rope with that elbow. Takes Wilcox down. Gathers Wilcox back up again. A hard shot to the gut, a kick, a chop, a kick to the midsection. Wilcox bouncing off the ropes. The Hurricane takes him down. Bottom rope hangman from the Hurricane. The Hurricane rounds up Tommy Wilcox, goes behind, sets him up. Oh, an elbow right to the chest of Tommy Wilcox. Oh, that might be bad news for Wilcox and Hollywood. The Hurricane dragging him center ring. Goes for the cover and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Whoa! Almost a 3, but I do not believe it. Tommy Wilcox powering out of the pin. Back up on his feet. Wilcox with a clothesline takes the Hurricane down. Steps out. Here comes Oliver Hollywood again. Man, if this team wins, it's because they worked as a team. Check this out. Oliver Hollywood with a beautiful arm drag into an armbar. No, can't get a submission. Too close to the ropes. Holly decides for a quick pin. 1, 2. No! Again, the Hurricane. Powering out. Too many near falls in this bad boy. Here comes Tommy Wilcox. The Hurricane laid out face down. Tony Dangerous nowhere to be seen. Wilcox rounds him up. Takes him down. The Hurricane counters, shoves him away, gets back up on his feet. Fails to connect with the jumping neckbreaker. Wilcox almost didn't make it there. Tommy Wilcox rebounds off the ropes. Basement Hurricane Rana face first into the mat. Goes the Hurricane. Tommy Wilcox tags out. Here comes Oliver Hollywood again with like 3 minutes to go. What is going on with these two guys? Hollywood stalking the Hurricane. Here he comes. That big-time soccer kick to the side of the head of the Hurricane. Wilcox watching as Hollywood rounds him up. Gets him into that submission again, but Tony Dangerous saves the day once more. Hollywood going for a quick pin here. 1, 2, 3, and Wilcox taking Tony Dangerous out, allowing Oliver Hollywood to get the pinfall win.
The time, 17 minutes and 34 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, Wilcox and Hollywood.
Wow, what a potboiler of a matchup. Tony and the Hurricane came awfully close, so many times. So many near falls, but Wilcox and Hollywood gave as good as they got and hung on just long enough to get the 3-count pinfall on our resident superheroes. That was a lit match.
You ain't kidding, that was absolutely a potboiler and a half. I mean, it could have gone either way. Both of these teams gave it all 110%, but in the end, Wilcox and Hollywood, the Rage Tag Team Champions, coming up with the win over Tony Dangerous and the Hurricane, and that puts an end to Hour 1. We'll be back with the second half of tonight's RWL Snarl right after the break.